Welcome into the Smokers Haven Fantasy Football Podcast. I'm Z, here with Coop and Andy.
What's going on? What's up?
And yeah, I was the fourth.
It was good.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Mine was going pretty well. A slight interruption in it. Ended up pretty good, though. Luckily, everybody was okay. All limbs intact.
Nobody lost anything. Nobody had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, so we did go to the
Well,
hospital.
yeah. He did have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
But he got to come back and enjoy the fireworks when he was done.
Oh, yeah. So
it's
all's
crazy.
well that ends well.
Yep. This Saturday, though, the fireworks show is going to be insane. Yeah, it's going to be nuts.
I probably won't be there.
Absolutely nuts. Apparently, multiple people who ran fireworks stands are bringing out like some
Leftovers.
showstopper type fireworks. So, yeah, it's going to be sick. I'm going to stay for that at least. Today, we're going to be doing risers and fallers, people we think are going to either be higher or lower in ADP come next year. I think we should do like division previews or something coming up. Maybe some more best ball drafts. Those
How about we wait till somebody starts a fucking training camp?
yeah,
So we
they're
can see
close. Man.
something.
What, 2 weeks?
Next week.
That's
for the Hall of
We
Fame
can do that
teams.
like 2 weeks though,
Oh, man. When is the Hall of Fame game?
before the first game.
I want to say August 7th?
August 1st.
August 1st.
TikTok.
So, yeah, you're coming up 21, 22 days.
Man, that's crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, it's right around the
3
corner.
weeks from tomorrow,
Yeah.
we get football. We get to see what this new kickoff looks like.
Yeah, that's going to be the fun part is seeing how teams approach the
They're gonna kick
kickoff.
off the same. They're just not gonna.
Well, you're going to get returns now.
Yeah, but
It's not just going to be kickoff commercial, like touchback commercial, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully
Might
we'll
see
get
some
some
kick
actual
returns.
action.
Who knows? That play was boring, so at least they're trying something.
True. Let's see.
Just jump in. Should do
Yeah.
our risers and fallers.
Yeah.
We'll fuck around with some other shit, but I'll start it off. Quarterbacks.
so before we start this, I don't have very many fallers.
I
Just
only
because I don't know how to rank anybody, really. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
So, but I do have a couple, but I do have more. I have way more risers.
I only picked one of each, but I kind of had a
I kind of got I got one, and then I got a couple of each.
yeah. I had more risers and fallers for
All right,
sure.
let's see how many we all got the same.
Probably quite a few.
Okay, who you got for your quarterback sleeper?
My riser,
Yeah.
I think Justin Herbert.
Okay.
I think he's back into the top 10 next year.
I got Bryce Young.
He's at Bryce Young. Yeah.
Well, you can't get much worse. I
Hey,
mean,
hey, I
he
think-
might go from 32 to 30, but I guess
No,
that's a
he'll be-
rise.
I
I
think
think
he's gonna outprove you, bud. He's gonna prove you something.
I think so too. I don't think he's gonna be like a top 10 guy.
Oh
But
no, he'll
top
be like
18.
yeah, I'll say about 15, 16 spot.
Yeah, I could see that.
So, well,
He's got a running back. He's got a tight end, and then he's traded for Deontay Johnson.
I don't know if his end's tight with as much as he gets sacked.
We're gonna see.
Well, last year was rough, but he was a rookie. He didn't have shit for. I mean, Adam Thielen was his best player.
Was his only player.
He's
only
got Jonathan
player.
Brooks now, best running back in the class.
We'll see. Maybe. Yeah. For
you
my
talking about,
up, I got Jordan Love. I think he's going to kind of push himself up. I think we could see him as like a top 5 quarterback.
That's a
I'll be
possibility.
good with that.
I could see
I
that.
got a couple fantasy leagues.
Yep. I loves fucking. He's gonna be good. He's got a ton of weapons. So
I'll go ahead and start the down on quarterbacks. I'm going to start off strong here with Geno Smith. I really think this is kind of be his last year.
well, he sucks already.
I
so.
think we're
Well,
gonna
exactly.
pick the same one.
I think I wouldn't be shocked if by the end of the year you see some.
Sam Howell.
Yep.
And I bet
Yep,
in
some
one
Sam
league I have
Howell.
Sam Howell, and I want to cut him, but
Yeah.
some
No,
tells me not
Geno's-
to. Some just tells me
Yep.
not to.
He's got weapons there if he gets a chance. What was your faller?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I like that. I
I-
like that pick.
I need no Jason Kelsey to do the the little tush push. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be doing that.
Yeah. And
Well,
they
they got-
signed Saquon.
Yeah,
too.
they got Barkley. Why
Yeah.
do they don't have to? turn around and give it to the guy you gave all the money to,
Yeah.
and save the guy you gave like a grip of money to.
Right. Save your franchise quarterback from
Yeah.
all that contact.
Let Barkley take those touchdowns.
I did almost put another one down.
So yeah, this
I'll-
would be what the first year he hasn't put up double-digit touchdowns other than his rookie year, or did he do that also?
Who, Hurts?
Hurts.
God, he seems to do it every year.
It seems like
It's annoying. Let's see.
Who's your bust?
you're down on quarterback.
Joe Burrow.
Yep, that was my other one too. Just because it was hands.
I think he'll be outside the top 10 next year.
A very good possibility, especially with his wrist injury, if it's something that keeps up.
Yeah, if it keeps bothering him. I mean, yeah. I'm kind of down on Cincinnati as a whole this year. Maybe just because they let go of Mixon.
I'm just mad at him.
Dun, dun, dun.
Any other?
Nope, that's the only one.
Mentions?
That's the only one I got. Yeah, I think this is the last year you'll see Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
I don't know if you want to call that a bust because I mean in my mind he's already down
He's
there.
already
So
crap. I've been putting some bets in on him on best ball where I can get him really late as like the second quarterback. He's easy to stack with, but yeah, most likely he's crap.
If you can
been
take him,
crap
you
since
almost
the
got to take a
suspension.
third and take Jameis just in case.
God, that's who I hope gets to play.
where would you put Russell Wilson? On a bust? Do you think he'd be playing? You think he's on a team by the end of this year?
Yeah, he probably plays the whole season for Pittsburgh, just because you don't hear anything good about Fields really. So we'll see. It'll be the only year he plays for Pittsburgh. He won't play a second year for him.
No, I think this will be the only time both of them are there too. I think they'll
Probably.
both go elsewhere.
They're
after
going
this
to
year.
get Kenny Pickett back.
Trade
I
him
give
back.
one that I think he could be right at the top, or he might not even be on the list next year. You probably know what I'm talking about. He could be the number one quarterback. He could not even be drafted.
Hold on. As a bust? Or
Or he could be a superstar or a bust. He could be way higher or just not even drafted in fantasy next year.
He's way higher, so that means he was down there before.
He's already pretty high.
I was gonna say C.J. Stroud off the top of my head, but that doesn't sound right from the way
I-
you said it.
He's
not
kind of
thinking-
more of a faller for me. Not a severe faller, but I just think last year was such a good year. He's not a rusher. Anthony Richardson, I think he could be the QB1, or he could be so bad and just be cut and not playing next year.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Well,
He
he's
only
got at
played
least
4
one
games.
more year. He'll get at least one more year, depending on
If he's
if
really
he gets
bad.
hurt or
If
not.
he's really bad, then you just
Yeah.
keep him as like your third string just
Yeah.
in case the shit hits the fan twice.
They're looking to move on if he's bad. He's one of those guys where it's like you
It's
either
gonna
got to
be
hit
boom or bust.
Yeah, boom
Yeah.
or bust, exactly. Yep, I like him though. He's my most drafted quarterback this year so far.
Yeah, we got him in quite a few leagues as well, just because he's generally fairly easy to draft
don't have him.
and that
Yeah, about
fifth
round
round.
5, 6. Yep.
I don't have him.
All right, running backs. Start fallers.
I actually don't have one here because when I was looking up the list, like everybody's pretty much where they should be, you know?
Running back's tough. I struggled trying to find one.
I'm just gonna keep the Arthur Smith hate going, and I'm gonna go down on Najee.
Yeah.
Najee Harris is my doubt.
But he's already way down there.
Yeah, but I think he's
He's
just
even
gonna.
under Warren.
I
This-
kind of think, as we've kind of talked about, where Jalen Warren seems to really be taking over more of that offense,
He's better.
and I think that's going to end up showing, especially in. He
Najee's in
may
his
still
last
be like
year.
he's in that last year of his deal.
They didn't pick up his option, so
So I don't really see him continuing. I think he's going to even drop down, which is actually really going to bump up Najee
Now,
or
running-
Jalen.
running backs did okay under Arthur Smith. We were disappointed in Bijan just because they didn't give it to him constantly. But
I almost
look,
put-
Algier and Bijan combined had a pretty good year.
I almost put Bijan on here. Only
Yeah?
because I'm sick and I can't play. That game. That game where he's sick and he couldn't play.
When you're vomiting in the locker room.
So my
You're
faller,
getting paid millions of dollars. Get your ass out there.
my faller is Kyron.
Oh, man, I thought about that.
I think he's a flash in the pan. He had a fantastic
A
year
one-year
last
wonder.
year. He's been hurt like 3 times already. He's had foot issues. They drafted Corum, who they seem to like.
Yeah.
I haven't drafted much of Kyron this year.
Again, he's going to be really dependent on staying healthy because if he's healthy, and they'll give him the ball. They've shown that propensity to hand him the ball, especially in the goal line. So.
Unless Corum's more efficient.
Yeah. Again, it's going to be if he's not healthy and Corum's efficient with the ball, he could lose his job. So
Risers, who'd you have?
I got 3 of these ones.
Okay.
I got Joe Mixon, because he's down there. I can see him probably being number 10.
hitting in.
I think he'll be a top 10 running back this year.
Going off your stuff, Blake Corum is on that list. And then Tank Bigsby.
Bigsby is interesting.
If anything happens with Etienne, he's the guaranteed backup.
I don't even know if anything has to happen to Etienne.
I think they're going to get
Bigsby might just get more work and just in general.
Yeah.
Trying to spare Etienne.
They're going to use them like the Lions use Gibbs and Montgomery.
That'd be
seeing
really
that
good for
split.
Bigsby.
Yeah, that'd be a big jump. Maybe nothing to where he's in, like, say, the top 30. He might make, like, the top 25. I don't know if he'd get much higher, but you're going to see probably more of a drop for ETN from going top 5 to maybe down to,
15.
like, 15 to 20 range.
Mine is Jonathan Brooks. I was looking at his ADP. Right now, he's at like 28 going into this season. He's going to be in the top 10 going into next season.
Well, yeah, you might just get the ball every time. Like Kobe Bryant in his last game. Fucking he's going to get the ball every time.
I don't think Brooks is going to take over the starting job.
He's the
Right
only
away.
guy.
Well,
Who
they
else
got
do they got?
Chuba.
Chuba, and they still got Miles Sanders, too.
Yeah.
No, they don't. Miles Sanders fucking was gone.
Brooks is going to be part of that Bryce Young breakout. That whole offense is going to rise up.
What if they just tear shit up?
Be awesome.
Come out 11 and 0. 11 and 0 before they lose their
6
first
and
game.
5 would be tearing it up for them.
I'm saying
If they
tearing it
if they
up.
win 6 games on the year, that'll be fucking fantastic.
Oh, I think they're
for
going to
them.
do that.
They'd be
They're going to beat
ecstatic.
Atlanta twice.
Atlanta's going to be good.
No.
Atlanta's going to be good. If
they're-
Cousins is healthy.
They're starting to start floating around
See?
in that Dallas Cowboy cloud and
why.
shit. Fucking.
We're doing division breakdowns. We should do 2 to 4 divisions each show.
Oh.
Probably 2.
I said,
Just break
oh,
down
no,
each
no.
team in there. Yeah. Give predictions. We should definitely do that. Who's your riser?
My riser is Amir White. I think he's just going to get a bulk of the carries. He looked good last year. He's fairly efficient. I think their offensive line is going to be a little bit more improved with it. Plus, especially if they are going with Aiden O'Connell, I think he's going to get a lot of work, even on dump offs and that. So you'll really see an uptick, I think, in some of the PPR formats. But
He's
even
one of
in the
my
non-PPRs, I think he's got a really good chance to hop into that top 15 range.
One of my most drafted running backs so far this year. Did you see the? I can't find it. He posted a picture on X. Jesus, his arms are like my
Jesus?
quads.
It was
It's,
a
it's
picture of
ridiculous.
Jesus?
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned he might not be able to run as big as he is. Fucking man is huge.
It's just one of those things, though. They have to kind of bulk up just to be able to handle the workload, though.
I hope he's good because they'll give him a ton of work if he is.
Yeah.
Ton. Receivers. I'll start. My faller, Puka.
See,
No,
I
I
went
disagree.
the opposite side of that. I had Cooper
disagree.
Cup.
Cooper
fall.
Cup. Who's your faller?
Devontae Adams. Because
Yeah.
he's got
I
Aiden
thought-
O'Connor.
Yeah, Adams would have been my next pick.
Yeah, I was flipping.
I'm going to put
between-
Stephon Diggs on there, too.
Yep,
I think
I
he's
agree
going to
with
get
that one,
lost
too.
in that little 3-man.
He's going to be
with
the
Mixon,
third man.
4-man.
He'll be competing with Dalton Schultz for targets.
Yeah, that was my other thing is I was flipping between Diggs and Cup, but I just think Cup is going to be a little bit more down because where he's going in like what the first 5 rounds.
Cup's probably down there a little ways.
Yeah, I guess he's been dropping a little bit more lately, but he had been going probably
Because
from
Puka's so high. Cup is going, looks like 41, so middle of the fourth.
4th. I think really he should really be down in like that 8 to 9 range.
I kind of think he's going to take up some of that work Puka was getting last year. They're going to split more evenly as long as they're both healthy. That's why I'm kind of down on Puka a little bit. And it's just
Well, and a lot of it has
odds-wise.
to do with Stafford's health. That's the other issue.
Odds-wise says that he's not going to do it again, being in whatever round pick he was.
5th round pick. Yeah.
Chances of him actually being a top 10 receiver year in and year out are not great. Could happen, but they're just not great if you go with the historical odds on it. Risers,
I got 3 of those again.
we got
George Pickens, Quentin Johnston,
Huge.
and Michael Wilson.
oh shit, yeah.
I went with
Those are
the Homer
interesting.
pick, so I went with Drake.
Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one. Mine probably is too. I went with Malik Neighbors.
Yeah,
I think he's
considering
going to next year.
He's
He's
the
a lot
only
higher.
option in there.
Yeah.
he is.
And he's talented as hell.
He is.
So what they should do is they should have 9 guys blocking and your quarterback and neighbors in the back.
I like the huge one, Quentin Johnston. People gave up on him really, really fast.
Not this
Man,
guy.
He was a rookie last year.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys are
You
spoiled.
had Keenan Allen, who had a fantastic
Yeah.
year. I
and,
mean,
and
how do
Mike
you-
Williams, he got hurt, but still, I mean,
yeah, and then
and
Josh, Palmer.
yeah.
well, and a lot of people don't realize that not every rookie can just step in and.
Yeah, you're learning a new position at a,
Well,
at the
not
next
really a
level,
new
or
position,
not a new
but you're just
you're at the next level though, learning a new playbook and stuff, and trying to get up to speed and not
adjusting to the
everybody's just
speed
gonna
of the
step
NFL.
right in.
Yeah, and not everybody's AJ Green and Julio Jones.
Now he's got to
maybe.
learn again.
Yeah. But at least he has the same quarterback, so that should help. He's at least got some chemistry with Herbert.
He's
So
big, isn't he?
yeah, he's like 6'4", 6'5".
So I'm sure Harbaugh will figure out how to use that in the running game.
Oh yeah, Harbaugh saw him a lot in the
Big Ten.
not Big Ten, the college football playoff
Oh,
in the semifinals. Because they
oh,
lost.
that's right. Yeah.
To TCU.
Yep.
So he saw plenty of Quentin Johnson what he can do, because I think he tore them up.
Cardinals with Michael
Michael
Wilson.
Wilson.
It's interesting with him and Zay Jones. I'm not sure which one's going to get the number 2 role. One of them's going to get a lot of targets.
Yeah, because you got Harrison coming in. He's going to play the X. It's just going to be who's the Y.
Which you got
is-
McBride, but somebody's going to be that second receiver target.
Yeah, because you got to think McBride's the 2 option after Harrison.
I like Wilson.
Plus, then you also got Connor and Benson out of the backfield too. So
Hoping Wilson has a good preseason so I could trade him to Brandon.
In what league?
Any league I got him in.
every league,
Shit, I don't know.
he's like every league.
Hold up.
Tight ends.
I don't have any busts.
I put Laporta.
No, I like that guy. I like him.
I could see him dropping just because he had double-digit touchdowns
Yeah,
last year.
It's really touchdown reliant. They have a ton of weapons in Detroit. Multiple running backs. Jamison Williams hopefully taking a step forward. We'll see.
This will be what, year 3 for him?
Yep. Yeah, injury the first year coming off the ACL.
Yeah, he had
And
one
then
play
the-
for 40 yards for
Then
touchdown.
the suspension last year kind of cut into it.
My
This is his
down
last
is,
chance, so.
Jonnu Smith.
You don't like that guy at all.
I don't. I
The
think.
bad thing is he was doing good for your team, and you still don't like him.
That's because he was taken away from Pitts.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was-
but Pitts hasn't been doing shit anyways.
I think he fits in really good
In Miami?
because you got Hill and Waddle stretching he can stretch the field too. So you got
I just think
3
there's
guys
just-
that can kind of stretch the field.
I think it's just going to be really hard for him to find targets.
And you got
He ain't-
Beckham.
yeah,
And you got Beckham in there too.
Yeah.
I think he sucks.
That's fine, though. You can say that.
But yeah,
when
he's a
you got
third
him,
receiver,
Hill,
so-
and fucking Waddle out there,
I got a crazy amount of speed, and then Achan,
and Mostert, he's still there.
Jalen Wright. Yeah, they got a lot of speed on that offense. Tua's just gonna be able to chuck it down there. Call out a
He's gonna
number.
be up chucking all the time.
My riser was Brock Bowers.
BB boy.
I think he's gonna be
A
in
lot
the
of
top
rookies.
5
You
going
get a lot
into
of
next
rookies
year.
on your shit.
I got
I mean,
3.
yeah, 3 out of 4.
Yeah, for the risers. Yep.
Yeah, that's not fair. you took the easy route.
No, I picked rookies
Google
that
Maps and shit.
are way too low, way too low right now. They should be
I
higher.
put
in
names
drafts.
on there you've heard of.
Oh,
Well, I
everybody's
mean,
heard
you've
of
heard
them.
of it, but have played a down in the NFL.
Yeah, my up was Dalton Schultz. I think with the addition of Diggs, I think that's actually just going to help him more because teams are going to have to pay a lot more attention now, especially when they go three wide with Schultz in there. So you got Diggs, Collins, Tank Dell. Well, you got to pay attention. I think that's going to leave a lot of Dalton Schultz one-on-one with some linebackers, which is a mismatch with a lot of linebackers in the league. So
I could pick another one. Kyle Pitts.
No, I give up on him.
Kyle Pitts.
I give up on him.
He's gonna have a great year.
Yeah, he's gonna have another one where he don't.
he's going to put up 1,200 with 12 touchdowns.
Again, assuming Kirk Cousins is.
He's not. Kirk
He's
Cousins
healthy.
ain't gonna be there right away.
Who is your riser?
I got two of them. I got Isaiah Likely out in Baltimore,
Yeah.
and I got Cade Otton out in Tampa Bay.
Yeah. What's that likely coming into year 3?
Yeah, and he's always solid. Like when he gets to play,
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's solid. So
Mark Andrews hurt a lot.
yeah,
I like that one. I like Otten too. There's a lot of mouths to feed in Tampa, but I think Otten's a good player. He's solid.
And second year in the offense,
He's
should
not going to be
hopefully
like the. He's probably not going to be a top 5 guy or anything. But
No.
he could definitely be in that second half of the top 10.
he can be right outside of it.
Yeah, like
12, maybe.
I think he'd even be like 8, 9.
Yeah, which is shoot. I mean,
This is year 3 for him.
it's a
Um,
have a
he had
guaranteed
42 and then 47 catches. So,
have a top 10 tight end is a big help. So
and tight ends don't normally just start off playing even a lot of times.
and he's going into his third year in a row now, actually
Playing.
starting.
Yep.
So
Well, that's it for the risers and fallers part. What else we got?
I don't know. What do we got?
tacos.
No, it's not Tuesday.
That was yesterday.
I need to do some more of that. It's been a while since I did a Taco Tuesday.
I don't even know what I ate yesterday. Oh yeah, I made my chicken pasta.
I'm going to pull up my exposures real quick.
Whoa, dude, hold up.
So, Kamani.
And that's
my
the
top
show.
one. Kamani Vidal. 26% of my teams have him on there out of 84 teams.
I'm sorry, did you say 84 teams?
Yeah, it won't
Yeah.
combine them all. So, I've actually done.
Can you wish for that again?
I'm at
97?
I'm at 100.
100.
And I have 2 pending. So I'm at 102 total.
Fucking
But I can only look at
I think I want to cancel my
exposures for this one. So
updated fucking fantasy league. I'm just gonna wait till the day we draft to open it again.
looking at just the regular drafts and tournaments, not super flex or anything. So Kamani's top, then Ben Sanat at 25% of my teams.
I almost put him on my list,
I think he's gonna.
but I didn't
think
want
he's
to
gonna be
because he was a rookie, and I'm not,
He's barely getting drafted. I only think he's getting drafted in redraft. So, or right at the end.
Yeah, in redrafts,
In
he's not
redrafts,
really
you know what
going.
I
In
mean?
Dynasty, he's going.
Yeah,
but
best ball he gets taken, I guess,
towards the back end.
somewhere towards the back.
saying
Usually
redrafts,
stacking
you only
with
need
Jaden.
one tight end in redrafts.
Yeah.
If something happens to him. Okay.
Yep,
Then
just
switch
move on.
him out.
Yeah, best ball you can't, so that's why he gets picked. Pittman's my highest receiver at 23.8. The funny thing is my second one's Adonai at 22.6. Take a lot of Colts receivers apparently.
Yeah, you like that Anthony kid.
Yep.
I think it has to do with the
Highest pick quarterback. Anthony Richardson, 20%. 1 out of 5 teams I have that guy. Jaden
So
second.
you're banking on these Colts.
Jaden's second at 15.5%. Jaden Daniels. He goes in like round 10. So when I don't take a quarterback early, I like to just snag him. Ton of upside. Cousins is third, 14%. Let's see. Zamir White, second running back at 22. Tajay Spears, 21.
That's another guy, Tajay Spears. Watch out for him.
Yep.
Watch out.
Yeah,
Watch
I'm
out.
not a
Tennessee, watch that team
Tony
in
Pollard
general.
fans. So
Just, I think they're going to be a lot better than what
Yeah.
people think, man. Like,
Will Levis has a lot of weapons to throw to
yeah,
now.
they just
and-
got Ridley, and then they still have Hopkins, and they've got Henry's gone, but you still got speed and Tajay Spears.
They got Burks.
So, yeah, he's there in case something happens.
Amari Cooper is my third receiver at 21. I got Tolbert and Evans tied at 19. And tight end drops all the way down to 13% for my second one. It's Kate Otten, though. And then Kyle Pitts and Dalton Schultz. So, yeah, a lot of my guys are people we talked about today. God, I'm excited for best ball. And fantasy.
Yeah,
and
102 of them. I'm sure you
Couple more
are.
weeks, just
yeah. I plan on
You
doubling
better
that.
win at least.
I plan on doubling that number before kickoff.
Oh,
I want to be about 200 drafts.
holy shit! So then, if you're about 200, you better at least win 10 of these fuckers.
Well, so I kind of stopped doing the single league ones, I guess you'd call them, where it's just you versus 11 other people. I've done. Oh, it doesn't number those. I've done a decent amount of them, like 30, 35. Now I've basically started doing tournaments. So if I win like one tournament, I would be over the moon.
Well, how many tournaments do you
Right.
think you're gonna have in there when you're done? Out of the 200, how many of them are gonna be tournaments?
47, 47, 48.
I'm sorry, did you say 47,
I'm at
48?
52 right now.
Tournaments?
Tournaments.
Tournaments?
Yeah,
And you want to
52.
do 100 more, and you're done doing the single one, so that
Well,
sounds like
mostly
100
done.
more.
Yeah.
So about 150?
I've never done this, so I'm not really sure like how many tournaments they're going to release. And I'm not putting 50 entries into one tournament because I'm not loaded. So like I did do an eliminator one the other day, drafted an eliminator team. And I'll probably try to max enter the Hound Dog 2. It's a $6
Dog 2.
5 entries, so it cost me $30 to max enter that one. And then the Pug 2, I might max enter. That one's $12, but you only get 3 entries. That's 36 then.
Oh, you're in them. You're in them.
We'll see. That first one I mentioned, the Hound Dog 2, that's already at 47% full. It just dropped like late this afternoon. I've only done one so far because I didn't know. Oh, they're fun. They scratch the itch where I don't end up joining.
Dude, you got a lot of itches, dude.
Yeah.
A
Otherwise,
lot.
I end up in more fantasy leagues.
This is your poison.
It's way better than more fantasy leagues. I have like 8 or 9 teams the way it is. That's too many.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm probably about the same boat.
It's hard to root for anybody because you're playing against them too.
Yep.
Let's see. Kind
Sounds
of curious.
good.
This all flex zone that I'm going to do since I won my own league last year. Kind of interesting how people draft with that with no positions.
yeah, that'll be fun to look forward to see what people.
Everyone's just going to draft
Do.
quarterbacks.
Well, you can only play one.
Oh, just regular flex?
There's
No
one super flex, one super flex
So you
spot.
can play 2.
No, one. There's one super flex
Oh,
spot.
okay.
You don't have to play
Well,
a
no,
quarterback.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
quarterback
Yeah.
on top and then the
I-
super flex.
I wanted it all to be flex spots. That's why it's called the all flex zone. Instead of like no flex zone.
How fun?
Yeah, it's the
Zone.
all flex zone. So yeah, super flex, and then I think it's 9 flex spots. So tight end, receiver, running back.
Strapped shit ton of receivers.
And I added 2 IR spots. And you can put anybody on the IR as long as they're out for the week. So they don't actually have to be like technically on the IR. They just have to be out for the week, ruled out. So it gives you 2 extra bench spots without giving you really 2 permanent spots. I mean, you got to at least have an injury.
Yeah, I mean, it's also going to allow people to maybe move as long as you're paying attention. The waiver wire allows you to continue to make moves and
Oh yeah.
do other things.
Oh, if you have anybody hurt, you'd be
Smart.
crazy not to move them to the IR and pick somebody up, even just for a week. You never know. I constantly drop and pick up players, sometimes too much. I regret it. So how about our trade?
Oh, hey, we want to talk about
Yeah,
that. It
let's
hasn't
talk about
gone
our
through
trade.
yet, but it has been accepted.
So I gave up pick 6 and pick 6 in the second round. Got pick 4 and Cole Kmet. Thought a pretty even trade.
Decent. I mean, I just was more interested because I needed to make room. So Komet is one last person, and
Yeah, you already have good tight ends. That's
Yeah.
why I figured I could throw him in there, just in case I get Caleb Williams to go with
well, I was going to be
Odunze.
looking at trying to move one of them. And I'm like, well, I guess that solves that issue. Where because I already have Goddard, Pitts, and Austin Hooper.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm good there.
I wanted to guarantee I could either get Brooks or Bowers at 4. So I'm gonna get one of those two
You're
at
gonna
4. I
fucking
just
steal
gotta
it.
decide
This
who.
motherfucker, I shouldn't even said nothing. Last year, dude, I told him I was taking Addison. I told him, "Hey, fuck, what'd you do? Oh, hey, bitch, I'm gonna trade you the spot right before him." Fucking douchebag.
No, that's not how that went.
Yeah, it did.
No.
That's how I saw it.
Somebody else-
because Fish was behind me.
Somebody else was taking Quentin Johnston, so I was taking Anthony Richardson, and you were taking Addison.
And,
And then somebody took
just 'cause
Anthony
somebody
Richardson,
screwed you over,
and I
doesn't
was
mean
left.
You got to screw me over.
So I was left with nothing. I couldn't. There's.
Could have taken Stroud.
Yeah, I wish I would. I really
I wish you
I
would have
would've.
too.
I wish I would have. I'm probably going to take Jonathan Brooks just because running backs are so fucking hard to get.
Yeah, that's the.
I love Bowers though. I think he's going to be a top 5 tight end. I've got Cade Otton. I've got oh, what's his face?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, that's it. I've got Cade Otton. He'll be my tight end. Oh, and Cole Kmet. I'll roll with those two. Flip them back and forth. What I need now is a quarterback.
What do you want to give me for Jordan Love?
I want Love and Dobbs if I trade for him.
What do you want to give me for him?
I'll have to look. I think I made an offer before.
The only offer I remember was the Justin Herbert one you wanted to send me when I already have Josh Allen.
No, I made an offer for Love. No, how do you check that on here?
You might not be able to look at it.
Yeah, their computer version isn't very good. Their app on the phone's better. Yeah, I'd be interested in Love. I've got.
I bet you would be.
I'm sitting here with Dontavion Wicks, Christian Watson, and Jaden Reed.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that'd be awesome. To
I don't
have,
think
have
I'm not
Jordan
trading
Love.
him.
But it
I'll
is
just stop you there. I'm not trading him. I just wanted to give you a
It's a
little
one-
tease you a little bit.
one quarterback though, so I'll find one. Said maybe I'll get Mahomes pair with Rashee Rice, who I just traded for.
Yeah. We're not going to probably play the first couple games.
Yeah, probably not the first 6.
And then by then, Xavier
But,
Worthy and
I have-
Hollywood Brown and Kelsey would be already like.
I have Neighbors and Harrison and Odunze, Devontae Smith, Jackson Smith, and Jigba. So I just want Rice for depth and just in case he's good, and in case I get Mahomes.
Me and my homies.
Got Zamir White. Any interest?
No, I got 2. I have so many running backs.
I've got 6. 7 with Brooks if I take him.
Yeah, that's.
I got like 8.
One position.
8 or
I
9.
think I've got 4.
They go way too fast.
Maybe 10.
I'm saying with Achan, Jalen Warren, Bijan, Gibbs,
No, my top
Zamir,
2
and
are
Tajay Spears.
Mixon and
So
Taylor.
I've got.
I like Mixon this year.
And then I also got Kamara. I think Kamara's going to be better this year. Alvin
I think
Kamara.
I think this will probably be his last year,
In the,
but I
at
think
the
it's going to be
Saint.
good. I think he'll be good.
I've got.
You got Montgomery.
Yeah, I got a couple other ones too.
Montgomery's a touchdown machine.
I picked up that kid from fucking Baltimore. What was his name?
Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah, I picked him up.
We'll see about him. He's
Yeah.
still trying to come back from that.
ACL.
Was it ACL
I think it was an
or
ACL.
ankle?
I think it was an ACL.
Who do you got?
I've got
Yeah, it
Kenneth
was.
Walker, Aaron Jones, Roshan, Deontay Foreman, Nick Chubb, Miles Sanders, and Chuba. So
Yeah, see, I was pretty sure you were going to take the guy I wanted, or at least make a series of events happen to where I didn't get my guy I wanted, even if you went with somebody else. I had to go there and just guarantee I get him. I'm super high on Jonathan Brooks this year.
and Damien, if you're listening, I sent you a trade. You should look at it and report.
He actually does decline
I'm just-
offers most of the time.
I'm just letting him know so he knows to look. It's in Andy's league. Let me know. I was just looking at
Speaking of
some
my
of
league, this is the last year for 4th and 5th rounders.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm going to lose 4 picks next year.
I gave you guys a 2-year head notice.
Yeah, I'd already traded for him. I wasn't worried about it. They were part of the crazy amount of trades I did with RP Richards, so I was good losing them.
Yeah, I just pulled up my exposure for the. I've only got 12, so I'm not as bad. Got a tenth of what you have. But looking at my top guy is Devontae Walker at 50%, along with Michael Wilson also at 50%.
Bucket, how many did you open?
2.
That's easy. 200 is twice
Not
100.
200. Just 2.
That's what I thought of when you said 12.
I've done one. I've done one.
2? I can't do just 2.
Did I say 200? No, just 2.
That's funny.
Just two.
I asked Elizabeth that yesterday. She was coughing.
Are you joking?
Probably wasn't nice to me, but that's funny. All right, what are your exposures?
Outside of those two, next would
What
be
2? I didn't hear the first 2.
Michael Wilson and Devontae Walker, each at
Oh.
50%, so
Late,
60s.
late receivers.
Yep. Along with Rondell Moore. It all seems to be a lot of like late end guys that are all my kind of shared.
Well, that's normally where your higher shares are going to be, just because you're less likely to get the opportunity to draft the earlier guys as often.
Really, the first kind of big name, is Lamar Jackson at 41.7, so 5 out of 12.
High on Lamar.
Same with Keon Coleman, Bucky Irvin, Zamir White, and Rondale Moore. All kind of sitting 5 out of 6, and then kind of getting to the 4s. K. Dotton, most drafted tight end. And then with Jaden Reed, Amon Ra, Adonai Mitchell, and Rashad Bateman all sitting at 4. This is weird. So getting into the 3 out of 12s, Theo Johnson is up there. Taking him as a late, just late.
Oh,
late.
Giants tight end.
Yeah, just kind of that late backup. Like, okay, I need one more tight end as a backup bye week. Phil, well, got him, and then Cousins, Darnell Mooney, Saquon, and Dotson, Bijan, Jordan Love, Blake Corum,
Trying to find out where,
and then kind of getting down really low in the after.
kind of
that.
what the percentages would, kind of tiers of percentages, what they mean.
Make sure. Okay, yeah, we didn't lose anything.
Where's it at? I think the base is like 6 point something percent would be kind of like if you're just kind of baseline on somebody. And then anything in the double digits, you're somewhat strong on, and then the higher you go, anything over 20 is a pretty strong take.
Yeah, I mean, I got a lot of people at 8.3. I'm not sure what that'd be like 2, or that
1.
That'd be 1 out of 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was just because I was looking through to see, like, because I figure that's going to be a lot of them. Like, I've only got then 1 in Justin Jefferson.
I've only got 11 that are over 20. And I would say Michael Pittman, Amari Cooper, and Anthony Richardson are probably the only ones who are early-ish picks. I think Amari's probably, oh no, Pittman probably the earliest of the 3.
That's what we should try to find if they have a thing of like a breakdown of like where you're taking them versus.
That other sheet that I have, I just have to load yours into it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We'll have to maybe do that
Yeah, because that exposure thing tells you where you're taking them,
compared to
keeps track of your overall team value. They call it closing value. So like
where they start first.
where they finish versus where you took them. The more closing value you get, the better. Yeah, this thing's sweet. I'll have to put your
We'll have to set up a new one.
put your shit into it. Because you can sort by all kinds of, like I was looking at my Jaden Daniels teams, my 12 teams with Jaden Daniels. And then it breaks down just those 12 and just the exposures from those 12. So you can look at, when I take Daniels, who else do I normally take?
Yeah, are you basically stacking love with him, or how much are you able to stack kind of with him?
If you're a numbers nerd, shit's fun. I'm a numbers
It's
nerd.
almost like you took accounting or something.
Yeah. Pittman, I take average. I pick 31 in the 18 times I've drafted him. And Anthony Richardson is 56, the 17 times I've taken him. Amari Cooper, 44. Amari Cooper actually get slightly after ADP, even though I've taken him 18 times.
Seems like you're getting a lot of good value on him, though.
Man, that's a lot of numbers. Yeah, I was building one on my own, and then I found one on
Bet you're the
Reddit.
nerds, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Nerds.
Yep, I'll admit it. Sometimes I draft just to see what my exposure changes to.
Is there a clinic we can take you to for?
Oh man, I hope not. I don't want to be
It's going to
cured.
have to be an intervention, that's for
I don't
sure.
want to be
Take
cured.
the Wi-Fi and the phone away for a week.
Can't draft on my shitty phone, anyways.
Take the
I had to
Wi-Fi.
turn on my hotspot and use my computer on the way home, so I could finish out that draft I started. I was safe.
It's almost as bad as me doing the one starter draft when I was coming back from Colorado that one year.
Oh, let's start up.
Yeah.
I had to do my Reddit one like that. From
Yeah, but doing an auction one,
that's brutal.
doing auction on the road, at least I wasn't driving.
Yeah.
Who was the one that we were drafting and was driving through the fucking mountains and shit and kept losing reception?
That was me.
Oh, yeah, dick.
Well, what really pissed me off is I was trying to draft Julio, and
Like, I'm going to take.
Good thing you didn't.
yeah, because he ended up getting hurt that year, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I saved a bunch of money,
Never being good again.
which was sad. But
Well, shit. I think next week we'll do division breakdowns and then maybe sneak in a best ball draft.
yeah, do we
Sneak in
know
a
what
basketball
divisions
draft.
that we
Yeah,
want
they
to
have
do?
the 15-second clocks now, so you can do a draft in like 20, 25 minutes instead of an hour.
Which is nice.
It's fantastic.
This fucking
It's fantastic. Plus, YouTube's full of them. There's so many people putting out these best ball drafts. Best ball's like the thing now.
Wait, did we already do the Scott Fishbowl one?
Nope. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
The satellite. Yeah,
The satellite,
but not
one.
the.
Megala Bowl.
Hopefully we get in.
No, that's something different.
Well, hopefully we get in the Scott Fishbowl best ball one. I haven't
that
gotten
what we did
anybody.
last year?
Yeah, that was
I
the.
don't want to do how we did it last year.
No, we actually didn't do good last year. I don't think.
No, but I'm saying like be tricked into yeah, you got to come over. You have to be on camera and shit. Like,
I thought that was the
No, that
Megala
was a
Bowl.
mock draft.
oh,
That was the mock draft when we were on camera. That was a mock.
I'm like, oh, I can go. Oh, well, you're here now. You might as well stay. Yeah, no. That
The
sucked.
Megala Bowl though, that should be a couple of weeks. No, that's
I
in
can't
August
wait
sometime.
for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think that's mid-August.
Wait for that one.
That's fun.
I
God, we
might
did
have
so
to-
good last year.
Might have to try to actually take some time off work just to make sure I can be there for it.
Yeah,
this
we'll
time.
find out when the draft is and try to get a time that works
For
yeah.
what?
for the Megala Bowl draft.
That's how we did it last year together.
Uh,
We did the Scott Fishbowl mock draft.
Yeah.
He wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Did we do that? Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
we
we
did
did
do
the
the
yeah, I
Megala
think
Megala
we
Bowl.
did do the Megala Bowl together. Now we can live stream it
Yeah.
when we draft.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. Well,
Bow, bow.
follow us on X.
Yep, there and another place.
Smokers Haven at 605 Token Podcast.
Do we got TikTok yet?
Nope.
Do we got
No
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans yet. Oh, we do have TikTok.
We do
but I
have
don't think
TikTok,
We
I
post
just-
on it.
Yeah.
That's
I've been
all right.
slacking.
Fuck China.
So
What?
Fuck. Now we're probably banned there.
might be.
Russia and now China.
If anybody there
Oh,
even
no!
plays fantasy football, if they even know what it is.
Speaking
so.
of China,
That was the weirdest
I
shit.
learned this fact today or yesterday. Walking down the street in Shanghai is like smoking 2 packs of cigarettes.
Oh yeah, the air quality. Huh?
Yeah. But I haven't been there. Don't take my word for it. I'm just going by word of mouth.
Nope, not either, and I probably never will be.
No,
I walk
Probably
around
not.
Tokyo. That'd be fun.
that's not China.
Nope. Thankfully.
It's close.
All right. Till next Wednesday.
Stay high, everybody.
Always.